Hi everybody. What to say about this trip? I'm glad we took the route from Manali to Srinagar, not the other way around. I think the hard beginning was easier to handle, and at the end we could rest a little bit on the way. And last 2 days were the most, yeah, the fastest ones, and with quite nice views of the whole valley. Generally, the thing we like the most, as for us, it's some new experience visiting this part of the world. These are views that we don't have a chance to see back home. What else to say?
It's, I think, beautiful country, beautiful this place, beautiful mountain. Is everything okay?
At some points,
Yes.
really the views were simply spectacular.
Yeah.
I've been to some places and I haven't seen stuff like this before.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I think Davendra, he
Yeah.
did a
It's
good
organized.
job.
Yeah, organization.
Good job
Yeah.
with the organization.
Exactly. Yeah.
We understand that the bikes get beaten up pretty much on those routes, and they do require some service and some troubleshooting will happen. This is unavoidable.
It's professional.
But we also have to say that even if something happened, something small thing happened, there was always somebody
Yeah.
who would help us.
Exactly.
We knew that we wouldn't be left alone somewhere on the road, that
Exactly.
everybody would be waiting for us,
Yep.
and we won't be left in the middle of nowhere by ourselves. So
Exactly.
this is one of the reasons we decided to take a trip like this.
And
Maybe
something more?
you cannot how to say, you cannot satisfy everybody. Some people ride slower, some people ride faster, some prefer faster cornering, some prefer off-road riding. There was a little bit of everything, but then again, as a bigger group, we have to make
Maybe
some compromise at some point.
too big group. Maybe it's a problem. But everything okay. For me, great.
But at the end, we are satisfied. We're going back with smiles on our faces. We're going back home with
Yes.
smiles on our faces.
Yes.
So, it's okay. We're happy.
The kind of accommodations which you stayed, different kind of accommodation to be there. How was the experience staying at the places?
The accommodation was really okay. I'm when I'm traveling with a motorcycle, I'm usually used to camping or sleeping in any place, really. So staying in a hotel, yeah, that's fine with us. But also staying in places like Punk, it was
Logistics is always okay.
maybe it wasn't the best standard, but it had a certain charm to it, and yeah, and everybody sitting in one room, and everybody together, sleeping together. It's also a thing that creates a bond. Of course, not everybody would like to experience this day after day. That's totally understandable. Yeah, but anyway, I didn't get really any. I was satisfied with the accommodation I had. Actually, we were laughing that we brought some camping equipment like spoons, cups, and stuff like that. To eat outside or something, and we never used it. So, I bought a camping spoon and it stayed in the backpack the whole time. So.
But it's new experience, something new, new country.
But accommodation, from our perspective, it's not camping like we are used to camping. This is good for us because we don't have to carry that stuff from all the sleeping bags and tents and everything. We don't have to carry that part. So for us, it's much lighter. Even just the motorcycle gear and everything, it takes enough of space anyway itself. So the less we have to carry, it's better for us.
So how did you feel about Indian traffic and the roads?
Crazy.
as I said, I've been to some places before and I knew what to expect. And yeah, you know, I understand that when we had to travel the distance from Delhi to Manali with by road, we were a little bit scared about when we saw this traffic. But I said that if we get to the mountains, the traffic is going to be less, and there's going to be less people, and it didn't bother us so much. You have to watch out. You know, that's it. It doesn't differ from any other mountainous region in other places. You simply have to be careful because yeah, that's it.
That's it.
Yeah. You have to have ice behind your head, all around your head actually. But
Yeah.
the only problem was the last couple of kilometers to the road to Manali. Well, as I said, I was glad we took the trip from Manali to Srinagar because here, if we just left from Srinagar, the first 35, 40 kilometers would be, is it going to really look like that? And when we started from Manali, it started, it started interesting from the first day, and that was advantage.
What was your most loved section, the most loved road?
For me, jaka była droga, która najbardziej Ci się podobała?
It's, last day. It's mountain.
Wczoraj?
Yeah. A wczorajsze?
Czy wczorajsze 2 dni?
I wczorajsze 2 dni. No. It's last 2 days.
For Krzysztof, the best part was last 2 days when we had fast roads, nice views, valleys, especially the last part when we had valleys, valleys with a lot of vegetation, a lot of green areas. For me, the most interesting was the road from Pang to Le. Yeah. Maybe it wasn't the most challenging, but the views were, for me, it was the best views, the best views I had. Yeah. And
good to remember.
what was, and from Pangong Lake to Nubra Valley. That road was also interesting, but this one was challenging, less beautiful in terms of sights, in terms of what we saw, but it was the most challenging.
Any suggestions for us?
Once again, please.
Any suggestions, recommendation to?
Suggestions would be that. My suggestion is that if we travel, like the way we are traveling from Le all around to Le, there were a lot of bikes, and the group should be divided into 2 groups: fast one and a slower one.
Maybe for one.
Yeah. This would be
Talking is big group.
Ja mówię, że jak byliśmy dużą grupą, lepiej by podzielona była na wolną i na szybką. Because not everybody is a skilled rider, and also, you know, if you got all the problems multiply by the number of people, and yeah, that would be my suggestion.
Slow tempo, slowly.
One group slow, one group fast.
So what's the solution, Chris? Is it vodka?
Vodka? Vodka.
Jakie jest rozwiązanie tego problemu?
Vodka. Very simple.